Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, and today we are here for another food book review. If you're new to my channel, a special hello, and this is Bookmarks and Breadsticks. Here I always love to discuss food books, and again, food books are not cookbooks, so make sure you like and subscribe to stay up to date on my latest food book reviews. Today, we are actually not going to be in the world of nonfiction. We're actually taking a detour into young adult fiction with the book The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu. One of the promises I made myself was that I would make a more conscientious effort to diversify my reading. So that means not only reading a little bit more fiction along with my favorite nonfiction food writing books, but also trying to read from authors and authors of color, someone different from who I am. So this book, The Way You Make Me Feel by Maureen Gu, this was a super quick read that I picked up over the weekend. This was a gift from my old coworker at Kraft Heinz, a little bit as of a goodbye gift as I moved on to my next adventure. So, The Way You Make Me Feel is a young adult rom-com food book. The food is really focused around the main setting of this book, which is on the Cobra food truck. So, Clara Shin, who is the protagonist, who I think is supposed to be represented by this woman on the front of the book. She's 16 years old and she's a little bit of a troublemaker. She is Korean and Brazilian, which first time I've ever gotten a female protagonist who is of such a uniquely cool background. I never even thought of that combination. Clara, goodness gracious, sorry. Clara likes to get in a lot of trouble. Her father had her young. He was 18 and so was her mother. So her mother's not really in the picture. She's a social media influencer who gets to travel the world and live that Instagram life, and she is fully under her father's care. Her father pulled himself up from the bootstraps and moved from Brazil to Los Angeles, where he now runs the Cobra food truck. So, Clara gets, I don't know why I keep calling her Laura, sorry. Clara gets in a lot of trouble right before the end of the school year by sabotaging junior prom, a la the ending of Carrie, with a bucket of blood. And she goes to blows with her rival, Rose. Rose is also, I'd say, the secondary protagonist of this book. So Clara is the lead and Rose is with us throughout the book. So those two come to blows at junior prom. And as punishment, instead of getting suspended for 2 weeks, they are forced to work together all summer on the food truck, her father's food truck, Cobra. So it's a really fun book. It's a little over 300 pages and it is a Junior Library Guild selection. The book is a Junior Library Guild selection. So there's a couple of little genre tropes in here. It's arch nemesis become best friends, growing up, family relationships, and etc. I gave this book a 4 out of 5 stars. It is young adult, easy breezy to read, and something really fun to enjoy. There were definitely things I wanted to see more of. I wanted to see Clara really examine her relationship with her mother and the escapism around that, but I think I need to remember that Clara's 16 in this book. So maybe me, my 30-year-old self, wanted a little bit more self-realization and reflection, but I don't know how wise I was when I was 16 either. She also meets Hamlet, who, yes, his name is Hamlet, it's amazing, who starts off as the guy across the street from the food truck just flipping signs. You know, in like the most recent car insurance commercials, which the brand I cannot remember, but there's a guy who just flips the sign around. That's who Hamlet is. He's full of life, he's full of energy, and the total opposite of Clara. But she gives him a chance and really starts to fall for him, so much so that scares her. When it's uncomfortable, when it involves a great amount of the feels, Clara's usually the first to run from those kinds of things. But this summer on the food truck, not only with her father, but also with her new friend Rose, who's quickly becoming her best friend, she has a lot of growing up to do, and she's starting to realize she can't run away from her problems. It's a great book. I highly recommend it. Let me know in the comments below, have you picked up this book or any of the other books by Maureen Gu? I believe her other 2 books are I Believe in a Thing Called Love and Somewhere Only We Know. I really like her style and her voice, so I might pick up the other 2 books if I ever need a break from some really dense books or food writing that I'm into. So let me know, have you read this book? What did you think about it? And what other books could you recommend that are young adult but have an element of food at the center of them? Let me know in the comments below, and I hope I see you in the next video. Bye.